Hi everyone, it's me, Elna, yay! All right, so I'm gonna be here to talk about how to create a sticky blog. Okay, so let me just get through this right now. Hold on. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna get through right now. Hold on. I don't know if I'm going to see any kind of people that are here. Just say hi to me to make sure that I'm here on live. Okay. Okay. Hey. I think I'm live. Good. All right, so I wanted to talk to you guys about having a sticky blog and what that means for new bloggers. That's sort of the term that I like to call an engaging, highly engaging blog that's built around a sort of tribe of people. Okay. And when you have that type of sticky blog, well, then boy, do you get more income and more traffic, more comments, and more shares. So I'll help you get some tips for that. Okay. So I don't know if anyone's here. I'm using a new app called Ecamm, and I haven't used it in a while, so just want to make sure that it's working. I think it is. I see myself there, and I'm going to be looking over here just for my notes. I'll try not too much, but let's go on. Okay. So if you're new to blogging, just say hi, and if not, say hi as well. So as I was saying, what makes a sticky blog? How I can tell a lot of times is not only by the comments that I get on my blog and the email responses that I get from people telling me about my blog, but I also look at my duration time on my blog. So if you have enabled Google Analytics, go ahead and check out the duration time of how long people are staying on your blog. That can give you a little bit of a snapshot to see, are people valuing your blog enough to stay longer and want to click through to other types of posts that you have and want to toot around on your blog? Because that's ultimately what you want. If you're trying to grow your email list and if you are trying to sell products, you want to have every person that comes to your blog to be invested in your blog and in you. And you can do that right from the get-go on that first click when they click onto your blog. So we're going to walk through that process. But say hi if you're here. Okay, I don't have any comments, so if you guys are commenting, I apologize. Okay. So yes, so I looked at my average duration time. I just looked quickly to see what it is, and it fluctuates month by month, but it averages around 3 minutes. So I know that when someone comes to my blog, they stay around 3 minutes and they go to more than one post. And that's good for me. So that tells me that even though I'm writing long posts, or even though I might have some flashy designs on my sidebar. Oh, hey, Melissa. Oh, okay. This is a new way that this app is showing me comments. Okay, so it is working. Awesome. Hey, girl, how are you? Okay. So that's telling me that what I'm doing on my blog is working. Okay, so go ahead and go to your Google Analytics and check to see how long people are on your blog. Now, let me preface this by saying that if you have a new blog, you're going to have a lower duration rate. Like people are going to, bounce from your blog pretty fast because, first of all, you don't have a lot of content for them to read, and second of all, there's not many pages on your blog, perhaps, or many things to look at on your blog. So when you start creating that sticky blog, the first thing you need to have is content on your blog, and a lot of that content. So it could take a couple of months to build up that content, that content library, so to speak, on your blog so that people can actually stay and want to read your posts. Hey, okay. So let's go through some of the steps. The first step, that's an easy step that new bloggers can start incorporating right away, is to make sure that you have an easy way to navigate your blog. I define this by your menu, basically the menu that you have on your blog. Is it easy to locate? I know some themes have sort of like a hamburger icon for a menu, so you have to sort of click on it and then it opens up the menu. That's okay. I know for some mobile devices that's how it's shown. But I like to have my menu item that's easily scannable and easily readable. Hey, Angel. I'm glad you're here. Okay. I like to look at, so a great example is the Frugal Millionaire blog. She has a beautiful menu. It's just right underneath her name of her blog or her logo, and it just has basic menu items that direct you to where you want to go. Another way you can start navigating your readers to what you want them to read is to have little little pictures underneath, let's say the front part of your blog. So underneath that, you can have like 3 little pictures of, let's say, 3 blog posts that you want them to read. Go ahead and check out Ashley's blog, the Work at Home, I think it's called workathomehappiness.com. She has a new theme set up, and if you scroll down a little bit, it has her latest blog post. But if you scroll down a bit more, she has I think 4 blog posts that highlight her affiliate income posts. One of them is how to become a freelance writer, where she has an affiliate for my course, Write Your Way to Your First 1K. She has how to become a proofreader, how to become a virtual assistant, where she has other affiliate links in those posts as well. And I thought that was a fantastic idea, actually, to showcase your income generating posts that way, because her entire blog is how to work from home. And those are the exact posts that people want to read. So she's highlighted them on her blog, on her homepage quite easily. Okay. Oh, hey, Latoya. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. All right. So that's the first is directing people, having an easy way to navigate through your menu, and also, as I was saying, through the homepage of your blog. I know some people have different types of homepages. Now, for Twins Mommy, I do have sort of like my blog page where when people land on my blog, they see my blog. But they also see my my little header image, which is an opt-in form to grow my email list. Oh, hey, Aditi, hi. Other bloggers have like a full-blown landing page, and so it's busted out with like their opt-in forms and a little blurb about who they are and links to their Facebook page and Facebook groups and resources and courses and all that, and it just scrolls and keeps going and going and going until at the very bottom is their recent blog post. So whatever works for you. I personally haven't had a landing page as my homepage when people land on my blog. I hear it's very effective, so you can definitely incorporate that. But I've had great success with just having my header image as sort of one of the first things they see, so they can opt into my email list, because that's one of my main goals, is to grow my email list. Oh, hey, Priyanka, thanks for coming, everyone. This must be a good time. I pick up my twins at school in about an hour, so I thought, you know what, let me jump on here and let me just blab for hopefully not too long about creating a sticky blog. Okay, so we talked about easy navigation and having a sort of a journey of your reader when they come to your blog and what you want them to view from you, okay? Another way you can start incorporating longer readers or people to read your blog and stay on your blog is to interlink your posts. And I know a lot of people know that they interlink older posts to your newer posts and vice versa. But I don't want you to be shy about it. Go ahead and link up your post as much as you can. Just as an example, I think on one of my other blogs, what do I have here? I think I linked like in the first 2 paragraphs, I linked about like 6 times. And you know what? It doesn't deter readers. It's up to them if they want to link to click at that link and go to an older blog post of mine. So go ahead and link to all your posts as much as you can that's relevant to the one that you're writing. And that will ensure that people are staying on your blog longer. All right. My other top tip is to start creating long form content. I know in another Facebook Live I talked about what is big for 2018, and one of the big things that I'm noticing is is long form content, but longer form content, which is kind of, when you think about it, it might seem counterintuitive, like why people are scanners nowadays. They're just on their mobile. They're just sort of tooting around social media. They're clicking through here. They're bouncing there. Da, 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 da. They don't have time to read, especially if you think of my audience of other moms. We don't have time to read, but I still create that long form content, and it's working because people are still staying on my blog. They're reading my content, or they're bookmarking it for future, for when they do have time. So don't shy away from creating long form content, only if your niche allows it. Now, I say this because there are tons of niches that, long form content doesn't work. So if you have a food blog or a craft blog, things like that, it may not work for you. But that doesn't mean you can't do a full-blown tutorial on a craft blog. That can be maybe up to 1,000 words. Okay, so try incorporating that. I do have a blog post on some ways that you can create that content a bit faster. So I'll link to that later. Okay, so some other reasons. I have some reasons here. I have my notes here. Some reasons why long form content also works is that it builds authority in your niche. You're going to be that go-to person on your blog saying, like in the parenting niche, oh my gosh, this blogger has the best, tips on breastfeeding. And I just have to go to this one post and get all the tips that I need for breastfeeding. Right? You're gonna start noticing that you're gonna be that go-to person in the authoritative person in that niche when you do that. It's also going to get you noticed on Google. Google loves long content. They love long form content. I'm going to give you a quick hack. So listen carefully. If you don't have a long post, try to boost up your comments, because Google sees comments as type of content on that post. So if you have, let's say, 1,000-word blog post, but you have like 50, 100 comments, that counts towards that content overall. And bonus points when you start including a little bit of keywords when you respond to comments. That's something that I do, and that's a little trick to help you boost the ranking of that blog post and to make it longer. Okay. And then I think that's the final tip for creating long form content is that it retains a long shelf life. It's one of those evergreen posts, and if you pin that on Pinterest, that post is going to come around a year later. Last spring, maybe it was summer, on Smart Mom Ideas, I created a big roundup of indoor and outdoor activities for toddlers, and I promoted that last season in the spring, summer, and now it's circling again this spring. So, which is great because it's an evergreen type of post that can be used during that seasonal time. It could even be used in the fall too. So it's circling back on Pinterest, I'm noticing. So that's great for me to know that that post that I created, that's probably over, I don't know, I'd say 3,000 words, is showing again. And I can monetize that blog if I want to. I don't know if I already have, but I could monetize that blog post. Okay. All right, the next tip it goes along with this long form content, but it's also creating like pillar type or flagship type content. This type of content is, again, sort of the be-all type of content that's based on your niche and on your blog. So something for like Twins Mommy, having my guides on how to work from home. I have a guide on that. A guide on how to start a coaching business or start your side hustle, things like that. You want these ultimate guides. As I was saying for Ashley, for the workfromhomehappiness.com, those big affiliate type of posts are guides, how to become a freelance writer. She has a huge post on how to do that, or how to become a virtual assistant. She has a huge post, but she's also included some courses and affiliate links in that post. So start thinking about those types of content. You don't need a lot, maybe up to 5 pieces in your overall blog. That should help direct traffic and create that sticky blog that people want to read. Okay. And then I think I have one more tip. Yeah. My last tip is to offer multiple freebies. Now, if you're new to blogging, I don't expect you to have an email list right away. You could, for sure. I didn't start my email list until probably a month later from starting Twins Mommy, maybe a little bit more than that. I suggest for new bloggers to wait a couple months because you're still navigating the WordPress blog, you're still navigating social media, things like that before you start your blog. But once you do, you can start offering multiple freebies. I mean, that's what's great, is that you can create this content and you can house that content on as a resource library on your blog. You can offer it to your email subscribers over and over again. You can repurpose that content so that content can live and help you grow your traffic that way. What I did is I created, I think, about 10 or 11 different types of freebies. So these are checklists, guides, things like that, printables. And now I house them on a sort of resource library, the Mom Boss library. Oh no, the Mom Boss Vault, I call it. And that just houses all my little, webinars and things like that that I've created when you opt into my list. So those are other ways to retain readers and keep them wanting more, because I find that when people sign up to one freebie, they want to sign up to more of your freebies. So they'll come back to your blog to see what new thing you have and what new freebie that you're offering. So, oops. So those are my top tips. Let me know if you have any questions. I saw a couple comments, but I don't know if I read all of them or not. But if you guys have any questions, just hit them up in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer them. But like I said, those are my tips for creating a sticky blog, and I'm doing that I'm trying to work that in with Smart Mom Ideas, although I'm not going to have an email list for that blog, so it's a little bit harder to have that investment, those readers to invest in Smart Mom Ideas if they don't know me already. So I'm trying different tactics to make them stay longer on my blog so that I can start creating that sticky blog and get my traffic up. Okay. All right, there you go, you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time, and I'll talk to you later.